Now I kind of lucked out today because I'm actually feeling pretty high energy, which when you're 4 weeks out from a show and been digging as long as I've been digging, you don't get days like that very often. So the only thing I'm hoping is that it lasts past 3 p.m. because sometimes around 3, I just absolutely die. I crash and I'm just like, I can't handle today. I can't do it. But I woke up this morning feeling good, and I don't know if it was like fully because I like chugged half of this 3D in the morning, but hey, you know, whatever it takes, right? Anyway, guys, I want to give you a physique update of what I'm looking like right now, 4 weeks out, because we do have literally less than a month finally before show day. So I'm gonna give you a physique update. Let's see how things are looking. All right, guys, so this is the current physique update. A few different angles. Yeah, this is what I'm looking like right now. I hate to be that guy and be like, I'm really flat, you know, like they do on Instagram a lot, but like, I seriously am really flat right now. Like my muscles have no carbs in them at all, it feels like. I did have a super low calorie day yesterday, so it kind of makes sense. And I've been super low carb for weeks now, so it definitely makes sense. But overall, like I'm feeling pretty lean today. Only got like, you know, a bit of tightening up to do, but I got 4 weeks, so I definitely hope I can do it in that time. Got some striations. My chest is super flat though, but yeah, this is what I'm looking like 4 weeks out. I'm super pumped. And yeah, actually yesterday I was like kind of slightly worried because I looked really bad yesterday. It was the first day this has really happened, but I felt like kind of puffy and not that sharp. I don't really know what was going on, but I ended up confiding that to Maddie. I was like, hey, I don't know what it is. I just like look kind of puffy and not as lean today. And she's like, honestly, like, if you want to know the truth, yeah, you definitely look like that. And I was like, huh, that sucks. I wonder why. But I just drank a lot of water yesterday. I rested up, and then today I think I look really great. So it's just kind of a day-by-day thing. You can't let it get to your head. You just got to stick to the plan. So that's where we're at. All in all, things are pretty normal right now. I feel like I'm just trying to think of things to do during the day to not absolutely go insane, because I just want it to come. Anthony feels the same way. That's all we talk about right now, is how badly we just want show day to come because we're so ready. Maybe not physically ready because we still got some fat to lose, but mentally we're just so ready. I'll complain about this forever, but being on a 10-month prep that was supposed to be 4 months is just, it's a whole new game and something that we weren't expecting, but you just gotta roll with the punches. Anyway, these low calorie days are gonna come to an end eventually. And it's not even, I think I've said this before, but it's not even like the having to dig, it's not the cardio, it's not the, you know, calories, not being able to eat that much food and stuff that's getting to us. It's more just not being able to be normal, and we miss normality, we miss energy, honestly, more than anything. It's not that we're just like craving crap junk food or anything, it's just we miss being normal. That being said, you know, we're finding ways around it just to be as normal as possible, and we're getting to the point where any food tastes like super good right now. So I wanted to show you something I've been eating lately. So as you know, I've been eating a lot of these 100 calorie English muffins, mainly because they have 8 grams of fiber, and when you're really low calorie, honestly, hitting your fiber super hard. And I still really love these and English muffins in general because I make like breakfast sandwiches with them, but I found these carb-wise wraps, I guess. They're not really tortillas, they're more wraps, and they have like tons of different flavors of these. I went and got the sun-dried tomato basil, and the macros on these are awesome. Only 2 fat, 12 carbs, and 5 protein. This is not net carbs, by the way. Like, it's actual proper carbs, which you should always track. Don't track net carbs, track actual carbs. But you're still gonna get 6 grams of fiber, so almost as much as that. But that's really good. Honestly, this is like half the carbs as those. So when you're low carb, this is kind of the better option. So I've been having more like breakfast burritos rather than breakfast sandwiches the past couple of days, and it's a good trade-off. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but Maddie and I have been pretty excited to decorate for fall. So we're kind of putting up the fall decorations. Comment below if you think it's too early. I mean, it's only like middle of September, so comment below what you think. We think it is right on time. Not to mention too, all the pumpkin spice food that's coming out. So like these, I mean, I can't really eat these today because super high carb, but on my refeed days, I've been having a lot of pumpkin spice cereal and so good. Anyway, guys, I do think you're gonna enjoy today's video and also the topic of what we're gonna talk about today. So make sure to go down below right now, hit that thumbs up button. We only have 4 more weeks. So also leave a comment below what you wanna see in the rest of the series as we wind down to show day, Summer Shredding Classic 2020, cannot wait. But yeah, in this video, guys, we're gonna talk about really the difference between just getting lean and getting shredded, and specifically how to get under 10% body fat, because it's a whole new ballpark. It's a whole new game. It is not the same. You know, you can't just get lean and then it's not the same process to get really shredded. It's completely different. So we're going to talk about that in this video. So if you are a guy that wants to get shredded, this is the video for you. So I'm excited for this one, definitely. And yeah, let's get to it. All right, what's up, guys? Finished up the gym session. We want to talk about like the difference between just getting down to 10% body fat versus getting like past that. I guess another term would be like the difference between being like beach lean or vacation lean versus being like shredded. And just for the, I guess, the context of this video and stuff, I mean, because you could debate like body fat percentages all day long, honestly, and especially on the internet, like everyone thinks they're like 5% body fat when they're like 12% or whatever. But let's just say that you're truly shredded if you're like 5, 6, 7, maybe like 8% body fat. If you're 10, 11, 12% body fat, you're definitely looking lean, looking good, athletic, but you're not shredded. And there's just a giant difference between the two. So I don't know, what would you say is like the big like difference between what you have to do in order to get like beach lean, that 10% body fat or 12%, versus like shredded?
You have to get uncomfortable. What it comes down to is getting uncomfortable and dropping your calories to lower than you probably think. A lot of guys are pretty scared of dropping their calories. One, because they probably think there's metabolic damage, but there's not, and they think their metabolism is like crazy. So people think like, I don't need to drop my calories this low to get to the body fat percentage I want, because one, I have a really good metabolism, and then two, I don't want to mess up my metabolism. First thing, you're not going to mess up your metabolism. Metabolic damage is not a real thing. And then two, you're probably gonna have to go lower than you think to get to a body fat percentage that is basically not sustainable, kind of, right?
Yeah. Or really healthy.
Yeah, so like if you're trying to get to that 7%, 6% range, like sub 8, you're gonna have to go to a caloric intake that is like, I don't know,
really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and
like,
way lower than you would think.
Yeah, it's a hard body fat percentage to actually truly get to. Like, I got a lot of guys throw around numbers, like they're like, oh, I'm 7%, I'm 6%. I got tested and it says I'm 3%. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's just not true most of the time. I mean, granted, there are people out there that can like naturally get leaner easier, but there's a few other things to consider. Like for one, everyone's genetically different when it comes to where they store their fat. So you'll see guys on Instagram that are probably like 12% body fat, but it's all like in their legs. So their torso and their abs look just like insane, and like, you know, that's awesome for them. Like they're really lucky. But I mean, chances are like you might not be like that. We're not like that, definitely. So yeah, on top of getting uncomfortable, like that's such a good way to put it. I would say it just takes more time. So like, depending on where you're starting from, you know, it could take a few weeks, it could take a few months to get to that like beach lean. But once you're that beach lean, that 10, 11, 12% body fat, like to get further, it's gonna take way longer and it's gonna be a slower process. So like you could expect, you know, to take a few weeks, few months to get lean and look good and athletic, but then you're gonna have to expect most likely several more months and a longer process of being really uncomfortable to get down to like that shredded. Like it's not gonna happen overnight. You probably won't speed up towards the end and get leaner faster. You know, it's gonna slow down and be harder. Your body's gonna resist it, and you're gonna feel it because your body's resisting it. So you're gonna feel way more tired. You might hate your life a little bit, and yeah, that's why it's so hard because your body resists and it's not fun and it does suck. And one more thing I'll touch on too is like, guys, a lot of guys are afraid to see the scale drop so much because they think they're just like losing all their muscle and stuff. And the truth is, it's just that we hold more fat than we think. So you might, you know, wish that you were 180 pounds and shredded to the bone, when in reality you have to be like 145 pounds and be shredded to the bone. And no guy wants to be that dude in the gym that like once was 180, 190, 200 pounds and now they're 145 pounds. You know, it's very humbling, but like that's what it takes.
Yeah, and a good example of this is like after our senior year of high school, I was 160 something pounds, like mid 160s. I think Brady was probably around the same. And if we got our body fat percentage checked, I remember getting it checked and I got pinched and I was like 9.8% body fat at like 160. Here we are 8 years later. 7, 8, whatever. Yeah, 7.5 years later. I am 10 pounds lower than that, and maybe around, probably a little bit lower body fat percentage wise. And yeah, so like it was probably, I probably wasn't really like 9%, 10% at that time. But like the thing is, like I've been 190, Brady's been 190, and right now that's like we're 40 pounds down from like that, basically. And like if you would have asked us when we were 190 how much we think our stage weight would be, we probably wouldn't say 150. But the truth is, like, we were just holding on to so much fat. Like, we were way fatter than we thought we were. And that's the problem with a lot of guys, is like they just don't want to face reality, and like they would rather say that they're 15% body fat and closer to stage ready than admit the truth that they're like 22% body fat and have to lose 50 pounds to be stage ready, because it just makes them feel better, and it makes them feel like they're not as far away from being lean as they actually are. So yeah, that's the thing to take into consideration, is like I don't know, like the scale, it helps and it hurts too. I don't know.
Yeah, and this is why you see like eternal bodybuilders, I guess, in the gym. I mean, I've seen a lot of them, guys who say like they're gonna compete, you know, they're big time bodybuilders. You always see them with their gallon jugs and all that, and they love lifting for hypertrophy, but they don't really ever compete. And I know a lot of guys like this, and it's the harsh truth, but it's like as soon as they realize, one, how hard dieting really is, and two, how much scale weight is dropping off and how much more they have left, like they don't want to compete, and they don't want to be honest with themselves and say like, okay, maybe like bodybuilding's actually a lot harder than just drinking a gallon of water in the gym and lifting weights and stuff. And so, I mean, honestly, it's not for everyone, you know, but there really are two sides of this. I mean, there's like the actual competition side, which obviously we're doing in a month, and then there's the side of guys that just like want to get shredded for the fun of it. I would say getting shredded for the fun of it doesn't actually exist, because there's nothing fun about getting shredded. You were not happier shredded. You're not happier in the process of getting shredded. It's great for a photo shoot. It's great for a competition. That's pretty much it. Other than that, like, yeah, like we probably just wouldn't recommend it unless you have to, or just do it once and never do it again. But,
and getting shredded is like, it's not the same as just leaning out and getting abs, and like he explained before, like there's a difference between sub 8% and a beach lean of like 12 or 8 to 12%. Like they're two entirely different things, and you could probably maintain 8 to 12% if you wanted to relatively easily, but like if you're getting below that, it's going to be hard and it's not sustainable. So
yeah, I guess that kind of sums it all up. But big difference, honestly, big difference. So anyway, we got 4 more weeks to get super shredded, and we're feeling it. But yeah, it's gonna be a good experience. Anyway, peace out. All right, guys, so we made it back home, and I'm going to end the video here. So if you haven't already, go down below and hit that like button. And yeah, it's hitting me, guys. It's hitting me. The afternoon death is hitting me. So I'm pretty much going to just wrap up this video, start editing it, do some other work I gotta do, and then tomorrow's just another day, guys. But looking at it, we have 26 days left till the show, and man, I can't wait for it. So anyway, guys, if you've been supporting us this long, just thanks so much, and know that we're trying really hard, putting a lot of effort into this. And if it's anything I want to share with you guys, it's just the positivity of choosing a goal and giving that goal your absolute everything. And I know that it'll improve your life and just make you an all-around better version of yourself, which is what it's all about. So anyway, guys, we will see you in the next video. Peace out.